if you're looking at this, I think the best time of the year, my plan is, if you look at the end of the road, you can see how you can see straight through the trees, and I just leave the leaves to the top. What I'm gonna do is that how the end of that row of trees are. And there's some shrubbery that was here when I bought the property, but I decided I'm gonna keep that, and I'm gonna use some of these trees, these crepe myrtle trees. You see how long and hard that wood is? I'm gonna actually cut some of those down, and wherever there's space, because some of these trees are like rotted out, or some of these trees have these vines that have overtaken it, and the only reason they're standing is because the vines are actually stronger than the tree is. So I'll have to cut some of those out. This video is actually gonna take me a while to kind of get through, maybe a few weeks to maybe even a few months, because I started on the end down there what I showed you, where I've kind of cleaned it off months ago, and I was supposed to do like one tree a week, like one section a week. That fell by the wayside with other things in the house and just life in general. So I'm gonna get started. So you might see clothes, change of clothes, things like that. My son may be here one day, not here another day, things like that. So let's get started with that, okay? Bamboo and you're in Louisiana or somewhere where they grow this crepe myrtle, this is extra hardwood, grows fast, and you can cut it easy. So I'm gonna use this to replace my bamboo. I tried to get some bamboo growing, but it just wouldn't grow for me. But these were already on property, so we're gonna use these to go along this fence line. And this is the fence line we keep talking about. And we got some done down there. So we're gonna finish cutting. I'll show you how it looks. These are some, and they grow pretty straight, I would say. As with anything, the finished product should look better than the beginning part of it. So I'll get back to cutting. Let me get this chainsaw cranked up again, and I'll get back to cutting all this wood, and you'll come back and join me for that. It's 12 o'clock at night. My brother's rented this bobcat, whatever you call it. Got it Saturday. It's like one of those deals where when you get it Saturday after 2, you don't have to bring it back until Monday at 9.
What I was telling you though, at this angle, you got a better angle.
Yeah.
To the tree.
To be able to see.
It's not easy to grab.
So it's Sunday at about 11:30, 12 o'clock, almost Monday morning. I got to be to work in the morning, but when you saw the line, you know, I couldn't really get to that saw briar. There was no way to actually eradicate it. They said,
Between the tree here?
yeah, to get to that root, but to dig everything up.
Between the trees, between the section of trees, now if you want to track it, you're going to trap it there. Trap it there.
So tell us, sir, did you manage to clean all this by yourself?
Yes.
Yeah? I'm not talking about the concrete, which you did an amazing job. All you do is just push it straight off. And this is the start of permaculture. And what I'm doing is I'm showing you all from the start as it grows. So, you know, you really don't get many YouTube channels that have shown pretty much from the bare start. Like I have nothing that we started our trees and citrus trees, but we have no garden established besides that one small raised bed over there in front of the house. Everything else, we have a lot of stuff in pots. Not a lot, but we have a good bit in pots. But these crepe myrtles right here, these are what crepe myrtles are, if you guys are not familiar with. We're going to try to get these and wedge them in between the branches. We're also able to run over this and move this to make us a better alleyway. So look how good that looks. We have a better alleyway where that was really just stopping motion. It was killing energy. It was like an energy killer. A little shrub they had there. You know, I like that openness anywhere I go. This is where all of those trees, we're able to smash them up and tighten it up. And all of those trees are gone. The reason why I'm not burning this and saving this was that I got a lot of stuff in the way and the yard is really saturated. So I really couldn't get anything back there without tearing the yard up to get back there to our burn pile. So I decided also, because it was full of those saw briars, and I'll show you all of these vines in here. Watch yourself. And it's filled with these things. I just decided not to take the chance. Eradicate them by digging them up. And that's what we did. We still have a few that's going to be in there. But look how open that looks now, guys. Like my daughter said on her channel, it's so amazing. I didn't think it would be this amazing. It's the golden hour right now. And Beverly's been outside all day while I've been at work. Just soaking this new scenery in, man. It's really opened up the yard.
I'm putting my boots on and I go over there.
Yeah, there's no baby in there now.
I just took the baby out of the day. He helping over now. And my other baby on a swing.
And she's not sleeping either. Yeah. And I just passed that. She's fussy. And she's mad because everybody's outside and she's inside.
Because it's windy. She can be outside all the time. And I'm listening to my YouTube radio or whatever.
Looking for YouTube channel. So there you go. The man that did all this work. And everybody else acting like they did the work, right?
Yeah.
And had you doing everything. So we really got nothing here. Go ahead.
Well, I didn't do all of this.
You got some help?
I think she just did right here a little bit, and then I had got it, but I didn't do over there.
Okay.
I just did this over there. That's where's I at?
Hopefully, my neighbor's gonna come over with his tractor as this starts to dry out, and he's gonna come in and help me smooth this out and get this back smooth. And what I got planned for this area is we're gonna wood chip this area heavily from the road all the way past that fence on down that fence. Is going to be a heavily wood chipped area. It's far enough away from the house where I'm comfortable with it, And for all the naysayers that say you can't put wood chips close to your house, well, I'm not. I'm gonna take their word for it, and I'm gonna make sure this area here over time I'm gonna drop wood chips. So I'm not really worried about if it's uneven or anything, because the wood chips eventually are gonna even out themselves. So that's it. I wanted to bring you guys, this is gonna be the future of that fence line. And what I wanna do is, I'll probably get some rebar and pipes and things like that and put those into the ground, and I'll zip tie or something like that, these here, so they can be able to be moved. And this is gonna be our trellis. And I'll show you right quick how it's gonna kinda look. There like that is how it's gonna be. And I can't wait to show y'all update, show y'all how it's gonna look. But that's gonna be a lot of more work, and it'll probably be a few more weeks before that come up. We want to get these installed before the Merlington chayote, how they say it in the Philippines, starts growing. I think we got till like March where we're supposed to plant those. So somewhere between March and April we're gonna go ahead and get started on that. But I'm gonna have these in the ground.